Sportsbooks, like AI, are everywhere today, so it only makes sense to see what happens when we put them together. In today's video, we're going to see if ChatGPT can be used to predict the outcome of a sporting event, specifically a men's U.S. Olympic basketball game between USA and Serbia. All right, so basically what we're going to do here is with this spreadsheet, we're going to fill in the entire roster, including each player's stats and their height, the data that I found from the roster page on the website. And then we'll also put in their recent performances, and each team has played 4 games in these Olympics so far. So we'll include all the scores for each game. And then we have their team statistics. And I chose these data points based on what I know about the game of basketball, as well as what I know about sports betting, and a conversation I had with ChatGPT in terms of asking it what relevant data points it might need to make a prediction. And then for motivational factors, I put in there that this is an Olympic game, so it's obviously not an exhibition and not a regular season game for either of these teams. So there's national pride on the line, and there is extra motivational factors, obviously, when you're playing for your country. And then at the bottom, we have the betting trends that we're going to be inputting. Getting from FanDuel will be the sports book we use for this video, and that's where we'll get our point spread and our over-under odds here. Went over to the team statistics just to get to the United States basketball page here. And this part is going to be nice and simple. And all we're going to do is copy and paste the entire roster and their statistics into our spreadsheet. And yes, I know this is not the most efficient way to do this, and this can definitely be automated with web scraping, such as Python or any other programming language that's capable of doing that. But for this, I was just going for the simplest way. And since this is kind of a one-off use case, as I'm not going to be using this, basketball season's over. So I might do something like this for football, but for this particular use case, it's just a one-off, so I'm not going to write a whole entire Python program or script for it. So then we'll move over to their recent games, and I'll go ahead and input the data for that. And then now we'll move on to our team statistics. And this part is going to get a little tedious, maybe not quite as tedious as me inputting every player's heights one at a time, but there's some overlap between these statistics, so you'll notice that I don't highlight everything as I go, because some things will overlap, such as on the turnover page, they have assist to turnover ratio, and that's also included on the assist page. So obviously I'm not going to input it twice. So here you'll see me inputting some relevant stats, and we'll get all that filled out for Team USA here. All right, we have our team stats filled out. And like I said, our motivational factor, we'll keep this one as a little one-liner. We have an Olympic Olympic basketball game, which is for your country and single elimination. So ChatGPT should understand the significance of that. And now we'll go ahead and do the same thing for Serbia, and I won't bore you with it. I'll jump ahead as I fill this thing out here. All right, so we have it filled out, and the only thing I'll edit here is the market trend as far as the public consensus. I've seen on a lot of applications that they have what the current public is betting on, such as they might have say 60% of the public is betting on Team USA, or 80% of the public is betting on the over, and that's good things to know. But FanDuel didn't have it available to me at this time because this line was just posted. The day I recorded this video was actually the day this matchup was set, so I didn't see any consensus data on it, so I took that out. So I'll go ahead and put in the point spread, the money line, as well as the over-under for the score. All right, looks good. So we have all of our information here, and we will move on to our ChatGPT portion once we save this so we can feed this spreadsheet to ChatGPT with our query. All right, moving over to ChatGPT here, I'll just show you what I'm inputting. I'm giving it its role. You're an expert sports handicapper with decades of consistent winning experience. Obviously, that's who we'd want to consult on something like this. And I'm providing a spreadsheet with 2 men's Olympic basketball teams. The spreadsheet contains each team's roster, player stats, recent game results, relevant team statistics, and motivational factors, and current betting trends, which that's a little bit of a lie, but we can leave that in there for now. First, analyze all of the data. And then I want you to essentially make your own handicap of the game. So I want ChatGPT to come up with its own spread and over-under. That way it can compare that to the actual odds. And obviously if you have a big discrepancy for either one, that would be a good bet And that's kind of how professional handicappers operate. They'll generate their own spreads for the game, then see the actual spread posted by Vegas, and then they will make their bets when they have big discrepancies. So I gave it an example output. I want you to generate a spread, generate an over-under, and generate a final score for the game. And then I said spit out a little bit of an analysis because I wanted to explain its thought process. And that way I kind of know where it's getting its conclusions from. I don't want it to just spit out random numbers. I wanted to say why. So for this example, I gave it a little thing like USA's superior three-point shooting and shot blocking coupled with Brazil's low shooting percentage and smaller lineup provides a favorable matchup. So something like that. And therefore the USA should win by approximately 23 points. With the current spread at minus 26, it's advisable to take Brazil with these odds. So obviously if you think Brazil is going to lose by 23, they're going to cover that 26-point spread, so we'd take them. And I said your response should not be longer than mine. And that's a little tip that I found on OpenAI's website itself. It said try to specify the length of the output you're looking for. So with all that, we'll go ahead and attach our spreadsheet, got it uploaded, and send it away and see what we get. All right, so we'll go through the explanation here. Predicted score of 102 to 90, stating that the U.S. has been dominant in recent games, averaging 109.8 points per game with a high field goal percentage and an efficient three-point shooting percentage compared to Serbia's lower points per game average and lower shooting percentage from the three-point line. And USA has superior defensive stats, and Serbia is a good rebounding team, which could prove problematic for the U.S., but we have the U.S. winning their games by a higher average margin, while Serbia has more mixed results, and the current spread is minus 16.5. So obviously ChatGPT is picking Serbia to cover the spread if they have them losing only by 12 points. And they have the over-under set at 185.5. So ChatGPT is taking the over on that with a predicted score of 192. So the official pick by ChatGPT, take Serbia in the points and take the over. And the good news is about this video is we're not going to have to wait long for the results because the game is actually tomorrow, which is as I'm recording this and posting this video on Wednesday. We'll be able to only have to wait a day, less than that with the time change, and see what the results are. And we'll see if ChatGPT is as winning of a gambler as I made it think it was. And we'll see if that confidence and analysis all pays off in the sum of big winning bets for us, hypothetically, because we're all responsible and we would never actually gamble. Save your money, folks. But let's wait and see what these results look like. Maybe if we get a few in a row, we'll start laying down some serious cheddar. I don't know, I'm just saying. Football season's coming up. We'll see. I might have to get on. All right. Ciao.